Hello, coming at you live. All right, let's jump straight into it. As you can see, I'm in the kitchen again, and I'm probably going to be down here for the duration of the summer because, let's face it, I'm too old, fat, and lazy to climb the stairs. All right, so this week I'm talking about working from home and how I landed here. I'm sure y'all wish I would. This is what we got this week, by the way. It's usually that right here in the video, the audio cuts out. I have no idea why. Oh, there. Woo, pretty big one, but I wrote a lot of the stuff out this week because I didn't want to forget. Anyway, what I used to do for a living was monitor commercial and residential security systems. I like that work okay, but and it was pretty decent money as well. But the company that I worked for, I wasn't a big fan of their management style. There was a lot of favoritism and like people would lay out of work and it was the same people all the time and there was no disciplinary action for those people. And if you happened to be one of the people that did show up for work, you kind of ended up carrying all the the slack for the people that didn't show up, and it made it not a fun place to work. So I was just miserable there, and I don't deal well with misery at all. So some stuff happened. Like, obviously, the security industry is one that does not shut down due to inclement weather. But when I was unable to get my car out, there was some drama last winter, not this past winter, but last winter with snow and whatever, and I wasn't able to make it to work. Someone came and picked me up. I didn't miss any days, but I mean, it was just drama. I don't really want to go all into it, on the internet and whatnot. But anyway, at that point, I started looking for a new job because I just wasn't happy, that situation. I love thunderstorms, and if you've ever worked in the security industry monitoring alarms, then you know that alarms go off. All of them, everywhere, go off anytime the wind blows, there's a storm, it's cold outside. It's a great excuse for an alarm to go off. And they would all come in at once, and it really makes you not like thunderstorms so much anymore. So anyway, I just I decided it was time to move on and not be miserable anymore. So I just happened to be in the right place in the right time, and I came across a full-time working from home as a social media manager. What I'd be doing was building a whole new social media department for an established SEO firm. Not that I had bukus of experience in social media or anything like that, but the guy that owned the company decided he'd give me a chance, and that was pretty much all she wrote. That was my last day at the security place, and I did work my notice because you don't burn bridges. And the people there are not bad people because they did tell me that I had a job there. I could come back if ever I needed to. So they're not bad people. It just was not the greatest fit for me. Anyway, so the project ended. That project, the social media manager project, actually ended in December of 2014 due to some circumstances. No, I was not fired. So at that point, it was kind of a sink or swim situation. If I told you it was easy, I'd be lying to you. I just, really quickly, I had to figure out what I was going to do. And I, to be honest, did that kind of badly. But anyway, things get really scary very quickly when you have to chase every dollar that you're making, and you're not coming, you don't have a lot of leads for enough dollars. So luckily, I have a great family and support system and that kind of thing, you know, people surrounding me, you know, that have supported me throughout this. I've always wanted to own my own business since I was a teenager. And I have some knowledge of internet marketing, and I've had my own websites since for nearly a decade, since 2006. So, you know, it's time to sink or swim on that. My first stop actually though was oDesk, odesk.com. That's odesk.com. I'll put that in the description. Y'all be really happy to know that as I went through this time, I put all the links that I need to put in the description at the bottom of my post notes, and I'm stopping right during the video. All right, so that was the first place that I started. There are many sites like it. There's Elance, Guru, Freelancer, all sites where you can go in and look at jobs, different jobs, and apply or bid for them. With oDesk is the one that I'm the most familiar with. With oDesk, they have, you know, crazy amount of categories there, and you don't have to know anything about internet marketing to get jobs there. They have phone work, they have email handling, they have virtual assistant work, which is where you just, you know, you kind of pretend to be, you know, an admin assistant, only you're just not in the same office with the person. But if you're looking to get started working from home, I really encourage you to go over to oDesk and fill out a profile. Make sure you fill out all of your profile. Make sure you put some things in your portfolio. Make it up if you have to. I don't know the difference. I put my Kindle books in there with the cover since I've done them all so far. All that kind of stuff. The types of jobs that you're going to be applying for, those are the types of items that you want to have in your portfolio. Take the test. There's free tests there. You go in, you take a test. Takes like 15 minutes for each test pertaining to whatever. They have Photoshop tests. They have English tests, article writing tests, whatever it is that you're going to be applying to do. Take tests that pertain to that, because those scores appear on your profile and they back up. I mean, you don't have to have a college degree or, you know, a resume or anything like that, but when you take those tests and you put items in your portfolio, it backs up your, you know, who you're saying that you are there, and shows that you actually have an ability to deliver on the things that you're applying for. And when you apply, it does, in the top right corner of your application, say how many tests you've taken and how many items are in your portfolio. So anyway, that's just a little thing on oDesk. That's where I started. You can actually go there, and even if you're working in your miserable job right now or whatever, you can go there and you can apply for jobs part-time and slowly replace your current income until you can work at home, because there's no shortage of jobs on that site. There's not a shortage. So even if you quit your day job and jumped into it full force, if you had a client that dropped off, all you have to do is go back in and apply for some more jobs. I used to tell myself and others not to quit your day job, and I'd still say that. Don't just drop your day job. But now I say, don't quit your day job until you've replaced your income, which is a little bit different, because like I said, if you go into a place like oDesk and you apply and are granted or offered enough positions that your current income is replaced, then you've either doubled your income or you're ready to get rid of the job you hate now. Simple as that. So moving on. Let's see. Also, the other thing about oDesk is that there you can set your own rate of pay. Like, I think it was been about a month ago. I mean, I gave myself like $1 and some change raise. I mean, when someone offers you a job, when you apply for the job, you offer them, you know, your services to do that job at the rate that you have listed, which I think mine's like $15.24 an hour. You offer, to perform that service at the amount that your rate is set at. They can always, when they offer you the job, offer you a counter offer at a lesser price than your rate, and you can either agree or not agree. Simple as that. I mean, if the task is not that hard, listen, if it's writing 100 words, and they want to pay me a fixed price of $5 to do that, I'll do it. $10, I'll write them 100 words for $5 or $10. Why not? So anyway, moving on. So I might go over oDesk a little more in depth in a future video. I don't know. Maybe I'll just do that as kind of an exclusive thing for I have talked about it quite a bit on my websites. So I'll put some links in the description to some articles and whatnot that I've written about oDesk. I think there might be some screenshots and that kind of thing in there. So let's see. I really got some great clients from oDesk. And the cool thing is that some clients will eventually decide to move outside of oDesk and work with you directly. So then you get all of your pay, because oDesk does take a 10% fee from whatever your pay is. So if you make $100, they take $10 as part of their fee, just because you're working through them and you found the job through them. It's kind of a finder's fee sort of thing. So if you are able, and I wouldn't ever enter into a position and like ask the person, hey, I want to move outside of oDesk or anything like that. But if they present that to you, it's probably not that bad of an option. oDesk has some protection in place, escrow service and that kind of thing, that protects you, like if somebody hauls off and doesn't give you your money or something like that. But once you've worked with someone for a while and you feel like you've built that trust, then you always have the option of moving outside, and then like I said, it means a little more money for you. All right, the next thing I want to talk about, I just started last Thursday. It's Wednesday, so it hadn't even been a week yet. It's a site called Rev, R-E-V as in Victor, rev.com. And of course, links in the description. Just started this. What it is it's a transcription site. And when I wrote up my little jig here, you can see, there's like, well, you can't really, there's like this much about Rev. Here it is right here. This much about Rev, because I'd only been working there a couple days when I did my post-it notes for my video. Anyway, so since then they have 3 levels. It's Rookie, Rever, and then Rever Plus. And the Rookie, of course, that's when you first start out transcribing, and you start out, they review everything that you transcribe, they give you feedback on it, so you can become better. You're able to download all the files to see what was changed before the transcription was sent to the customer and that kind of thing. And then you have a set of metrics based on accuracy, formatting, your commitment level, like how many times did you return a work that you claimed versus how many times you just went ahead and transcribed the piece. And what was the other thing? There's one more thing, something like commitment, but I can't even think of it right off the top of my head. I could share my screen on this stuff, but it's bad enough when I'm sitting here talking about it for 30 minutes. I really don't think y'all want to take a tour with me all over the internet, but if you do, let me know. I don't have a problem showing you the back end of some of this stuff. Like next week, we're going to talk about WordPress. Oops, I told you before I was supposed to, but anyway, next week, it's not like it's some big surprise. Next, we're going to talk about WordPress, and I definitely will take you on the back end there. So anyway, if you want to see that, let me know, like in the comments or something. I know there's so many billions of you out there. Anyway, so Rev. Yeah, so anyway, there's those different levels once you reach a certain metric, and they're not that hard. I mean, you know, they rate you on accuracy and formatting 1 out of 5, and I haven't made anything below a 4, and that was just on a couple. Once you reach the metric, then and you've had 60 minutes of transcription work, they bump you up to Rever. You get a 25% increase in your per audio minute pay, and a whole bunch more projects. Like you're able to access longer projects and that kind of thing. So yesterday, actually, I made Rever. So on my 4th day, and not even halfway through my 4th day, I'd already bumped up to the next level. And once I got inside there and saw that, you know, some of these jobs, you know, 15 minutes, they're going to pay you $27 to transcribe the thing. I'm thinking, heck yeah. But that was before I spent like 6 hours on a verbatim piece with a stutterer. And he was like, and I was like, and you have to, when it's verbatim, you have to type every and, false start, everything. I was like, But anyway, it's a great way to make money. They have a nice forum where you can go there and discuss transcribing with other transcribers who've been doing it longer, about the same time and even less as you. So, you know, you have support there. Their support team is really great. The people that review your stuff are really great. I don't have anything but 5 stars and great things to say about Rev so far, but I'm only day 5 in. Next, usertesting.com. All right, I think I showed my camera on one of my videos that I got from User Testing. They sent me a free webcam to do some mobile testing for them so that I could film my phone screen. Usertesting.com. It took me about 3 or 4 months actually to get accepted with that company. And what it is basically they give you a website. You go in and you download their software, record your screen and your voice. You test out this website and you talk the whole time. So it'd be like if I was gonna, test out this Post-it note, I'd open up my Post-it note and I'd be like, well, it's yellow and it's thin and there's some sticky, and you just talk the whole time that you're on the website. And they pay you $10 to, explore a website for 15 minutes, answer a few questions, write a couple answers, video capture screen and talk to it. And for about 15 minutes, they pay you $10. Not too shabby. I mean, that means you could make like $40 an hour. Really, realistically though, because, realistically though, because you have to take the time to upload the video that you make, realistically you could probably do 2 or 3 an hour. So you're looking at $20 or $30 an hour to look at some websites. So you might be asking me, and some of the tests pay less, some of the tests pay more, like some of the mobile tests will pay $15. And of course the mobile tests I like better because it's easier for me to talk about an app or a website on mobile for some reason. But yeah, sometimes you get to download a game and test it. That's fun. But some of the mobile tests will pay $15. And then they have these things called peak test, P-E-E-K, peak, like peak tests that only pay $3, but I haven't seen anything under $3. And the peak test you only have to do for 5 minutes, and they give you $3, so technically you could do more of those. And the reason that I don't do user testing more is, number one, there's not a lot of tests available, and they're supposed to have tests for iPhone, iPad, Android phone, Android tablet, and Roku box, and I think video game consoles, but I'm not sure. And I only get tests for, and PC and Mac. Sorry, I only get tests for PC, Android phone, and once in a while Android tablet, and then they'll have like a screener test. You have to take that. It's a few questions. If you don't qualify, then you can't take that test. And with the mobile tests, they send you that you have to get an app that you can only get from their website once you have an account with them. Let me see if I can even pull it up without it being retarded. It updates all the time. Like every time I pull up this app, they want to update it. That's one thing. So you're going to see here right now why I don't do user testing more. So every time, got to update the app. Yes, install it, blah, all that. Updating the app every time I open it. I mean, is this normal? I think not. All right, let's open it. Well, it's loading, yada, yada, yada. See what I mean? I mean, it's kind of a pain. And like they sent me this spiffy camera, and every time I go in to check the mobile test, I always have to have the app, and then they record it straight from my phone. So not with the camera, like using the app on the phone. Anyway, so this is next, ready to activate. So then I have to go to usertesting.com/activator, download this little piece of software, install it, then it activates everything, and then the test will show up on my phone. Really. So that's why I don't work with them more, because it's too many steps to get to an end. I mean, it's like having to click too much on a website. It's ridiculous. Plus, I have dogs living with me right now, and that's the other thing that they require is kind of a quiet environment. And not that these dogs are terrible, horrible, loud, yapping beasts, but they're unpredictable, so you can never tell when they're going to start barking. And you know, who wants to be trying to work and every 5 seconds you have to quit a test, which I don't think user testing would like, quit a test because your dog barked. So anyway, moving on. The Warrior Forum. I think I've talked about them here before as well. They're an internet marketing webmaster forum, and they have a section called Warriors Looking to Hire You. And that's actually where I found that social media manager job that I talked about at the beginning of the video, the one that I came home to work for. So yeah, I found that gig there. The other things that you can find under Warriors Looking to Hire You section of that forum is free training all the time. People throw up their stuff that they're going to put out for sale for hundreds of dollars, or they put their Udemy courses on there. Udemy.com is like a course where you can go there, you pay for courses or take free courses on pretty much everything. They'll put Udemy courses on there about different things. They'll give you, you know, free pass to go and review it for them, and all you have to do is write up a little review, things like that. They'll put let's see, what do I got here? Free stuff, OCC jobs. What does that mean? Occasional. I meant occasional jobs, OCC. Occasional jobs will be there for like writing, or like I said, I found that management job there. So I mean, it's just kind of a good place to check every day. Also, at the Warrior Forum, you can start your own thread and say, hey, this is what I can do for you. It'll cost you $20, but I guarantee you, if your skills are sharp, if you can show that your skills are sharp, you know, if you're vigilant and take customer service, you know, as your #1 thing, you will get clients from the Warrior Forum, and you may get more than you can handle. $20 for a thread for probably all the work that you can do. Whether it's graphic design, writing, anything online, ebook writing, cover designs, anything like that, software, sell your softwares, you know, stuff like that. You could also sell information products there as well. That's a whole other can of worms. All right, moving on. So what I'm going to talk about now is some other resources that I found for finding things where you can work from home. Reddit.com, and you know, the last time I talked about Reddit, I don't even think that I took the time to spell it, I think I put it in the description, but it's R-E-D as in dog, D as in dog, I-T as in Tom. So it's like red, the color, dit, D-I-T. So it's not spelled like I read it. Anyway, reddit.com, they have little sections to that site. They're called subreddits. And they have a couple subreddits there. For hire is one of them, and they have another one that's not so great called Job It. They have another one called Beer Money, where you can find little jobs and things where you can make a little extra cash. So they're always worth checking out. Don't list jobs there unless you're paying a blue mint, though, because I made the mistake when I was hiring my staff for my social media department. I made the mistake of listing some jobs at Reddit, and the people at Reddit, the Redditors, if you will, did not feel that my job paid enough money, and they basically, in some rather colorful language, told me to stick it. So, that being said, moving on, I have found this site, and like I said, all these links are going to be in the description, so check them out. I found this site, or rather, the site was sent to me by my partner. Shout out to C Blondemonger. Head over to her channel, and I'll put that in the description as well. She got some cool Ellen videos and things like that over there. Anyway, pennyhoarder.com, I think. I don't know. It's the pennyhoarder.co.uk. It's UK dude. The Penny Hoarder. I think his name is Matt or something. I don't know. I'm not looking at it. It's not in front of me. So anyway, the Penny Hoarder. That link is super valuable. It'll be in the description. That's how I found Rev. And he's got a whole bunch of other really cool, legit sites on that website, including user testing. So just, you know, going around over there, having seen some of the sites that I know well, I know the sites on that site are legit, so check them out. He's going to tell you, you know, he tells you how to make money, how to save money, and how to build money, and how to do all kinds of things with money. Cool site. Anyway, so the book sales are not going that great. I mean, I checked yesterday, and I think I sold 2 books for April. Got a little bit of a new strategy going on there. I'm not doing a lot of writing right now because I just don't have the time. I'm trying to make a living. I'm trying to like eke out a living here. You know, I've pretty much depleted, you know, my time, you know, any savings that I might have had, the people's patience around me, trying to kind of put together enough things to generate enough cashola to stay afloat. So that's what this video is all about. So the book sales and the book writing are just kind of on the back burner right now until I get some cash flow. And then what I'm planning to do, well, we'll save that for another video. Now, next week, if anyone has suggestions, leave them in the comments. You can head over to ProWebWriter/contact-me and email me. If you go over there, you can shoot an email straight to me. I will get it right away right here on my handy-dandy communicator, or, you know, my computer. So anyway, next week we're going to talk about WordPress, because, you know, I kind of want to get in there, show you what the back end looks like for, you know, those people that don't know, or anybody that feels a little intimidated by WordPress, and show you that it's really no big deal. And the other thing is, you know, if you're a pro web writer, you can get a WordPress site if you want one. You can, you know, you can get a lot of stuff over there. And I just wanted to, as I'm wrapping up this video, I wanted to clear up a few things. First of all, these videos are not meant to hook people so I can drag you over to my website and sell you, you know, all kinds of crap that you don't need for thousands of dollars. The purpose of these videos is to build my credibility so that when I talk about my website, people might stop and listen to what I have to say, because I truly, truly want to help writers and authors out there get published, and I want you to know how easy it is, that you can make money doing it, and that traditional publishing is out. So that's kind of my goals here. And you know what I've done with my website, which I've had for 5 years and started out as my personal kind of portfolio site. And there's, you know, sections of the website that still serve that purpose, but what it is mainly now that I focus on there is a community for writers, and I have a membership set up, and it's free. So again, I'm not trying to, you know, use my videos to drag you over to my website so I can sell you a membership for $15 a month yet. No, but if you get over there and you get in on it now, the membership's free. There's free stuff there for you to download to help you out, and you'll never pay a dime for your membership there. You get in on the ground floor, build it up, and get some people in some butts in seats. There's some set of forums over there. It's not a full set of forums. There's not even posts and everything, because I really wanted to bring in some more authors and some more writers to help me build it. I mean, of course, I can go in there and unilaterally say, well, these are the forums that we're going to have, and people come and talk to me about these things. But what fun is that? I mean, I want, you know, I'm looking for some great people out there in Internetville to come in and say, hey, you need a forum. If you're going to talk writing and self-publishing, you need a forum about A, and you need a forum about B, and hey, just for kicks, let's make one about C. You know, that kind of thing. So that's really what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for, you know, because of cash or anything. I don't even have ads on my website. So just looking to help people, but there's some extensive WordPress training actually set up over there in the membership area of my website. So if WordPress is something that you've been looking into as a writer or as anybody, excuse me, I'm sorry, and you want to, number one, a cheap site, number two, a layout, a theme, and number three, to figure out how to use the stuff, you're going to want to be here, right here, next week, because we're going to talk about it. I'll show you the back end. I'll show you the difference between WordPress.com and WordPress.org, and we'll jump into it together. So until then, and I can't wait to see ya, I'm going to sign off. Y'all take care, and thanks for watching.